Good morning, everybody. All right, here we go with the camper. We got another big project I'm kind of concerned about. Last year we were using the camper. At the end of the year, our refrigerator started to putz out, dying out. Basically, the freezer stayed ice cold. I mean, it just kept everything frozen, but the refrigerator was getting warm. The refrigerator was around 45 degrees, you would say. So I did a lot of internet searching. I've seen a lot of stuff going on about the thermostat, but I also want to show you what I did do and what I'm checking on right now. Here we go. We are on propane. It does not make a difference whether it's on propane or electric. It does the same exact thing. The tubes up here are nice and warm, like they should be. Okay, nice and warm. I took this cover off. Here's your thermostat wire from the inside. I took that on and off a few times to make sure we had good connection. Fuses are all good. Everything looks great there. One thing I did notice on it, though, don't know if you guys can see it, but there is some silver tape that's supposed to be holding this case together that I noticed. Kind of hard. I don't have my light. Can you see me peeling it back right there? It's not sticking no more. So I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I just noticed that. Maybe that's a problem. But let's go on in. We may have to retape that. Let's go on in and check the inside of the refrigerator real quick and see what we got. This is a Dometic. All right, now look, the freezer is freezing ice cold. I got just a regular weird thermometer in it, and that thermometer shows 0. All right, now, okay, now we're going to go into the inside. All right, the inside this morning, I put the same thermometer and it had 35 degrees in here. It doesn't feel like 35, but it had 35 in here. Now, here's the thing that's been going on. There's your thermometer. It's way up here, okay? And I've been doing a lot of searching, trying to move it up and down, check, do like they say to do. But what I did notice is my cable right here, that goes down right there, was way too short. All right, when you would put this drip tray in here, it would pinch it and cause it to pull down. So I pulled out excess of this. I got black tape around it so it doesn't go back in. And I've got my thermometer all the way up top behind here. It's back in there again. And I put a paper clip on it to hold it as high as I can get. Okay. So I'm not too sure if that's going to be good enough, but that's what we have right now. I did buy a new thermometer for it, right here. I did buy one for it. Let me show you what that looks like. I've had this last year. I bought it and I just have not replaced it. New slide. There it is right here. So that's what it goes in. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a test. I'm going to go bring this in the house. I'm going to take this out. And let me show you the test I'm going to do. And then I'm going to come out here and test this one and see if it does the same exact thing. Okay, what they're showing, two people showing on how to test your probe if it's really working. This is the brand new one. So I'm going to take new readings on what this is right now. Brand new readings. It's set on ohms. And right there it shows 2.80. Okay, so now what it tells you, they say, is take a cup of water, fill it halfway full of water, and then put ice cubes in it, and then put this sensor in there and retake the reading again after about 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we've got ice water. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stick this probe in here. See if you can see that, okay? Put that in the middle of the picture. All right, we're going to put the probe in. We'll let it set. Now let's connect our electrical leads to the meter. And let's see what it comes up. All right, it's already up to 4.7, 4.8. We're on 5. I'm just going to leave it in there until it settles down. Now on their screens, they both had somewhere around 9 and 9.5. So I'm assuming that this type, and it looks like the same thing they were doing, is going to do the same thing. And so then what I'm going to do is go out to the camper, and I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the probe. I'll probably turn the refrigerator off, disconnect the probe from inside and outside, put a cup of water with ice in there, and do the same exact thing with the old one. Now, and see what it reads freezing in this manner, like I have it right now. The probe is in the water, okay? We'll do it the same way. Now, I will not be able to do the cold test, I mean, like this test right here. I mean, when I first started, when it showed 2.6, because the refrigerator's on. It's already cold, the probe, everything, and I'm not gonna wait for an hour, 2 hours for it to warm up. But the big thing is I really want to see the cold test. So, as you see, we're still going 8.30. Alright, it looks like this probe is stopping right there. And we're going to call it 8.8, a good number to remember. Okay, 8.8. Now what I'm going to do is I will take this water out and redump new water with new ice, and I'll take it outside and we'll get that immediately probe hooked up and ready to go. There you go. As you can see, I've got the probe in the water. Don't worry about that black tape. That black tape actually helped it stay in position in this spot. But probe is in the water. There we go. Let me go ahead and test outside and see what it shows now. All right, guys, here we go. I've got the ice water, the probe inside ice water in the refrigerator right now. Let's connect this up and see if anything changes. We're connected. Nothing changes. So that probe is no good. And I am connected. You can see it right there. And the big thing, I'm going to flip you upside down. That probe, here's the wire right here. It goes all the way up. It's up back in that area. All right, I'm going to disconnect the probe. It's disconnected. We'll see we're 0. So what we're going to do is we want to make sure this does work. We'll cross that over and you see numbers. So we're good for now. We're not worried about that 8. All we're trying to do is check this probe out real quick. So let's put our fittings, or let's put that there. Put that there. What? Guys, look at that. Nothing's changed. That means the thermistor is bad. Okay, I've been thinking about this, and I'm going to try something before I pull the refrigerator out. Here is my new probe, okay? New one. I'm going to try to connect, I got a thin wire, in fact, it's right here hanging on the camera. This wire right here, okay? I'm going to try to connect this wire to the end of the other probe, and then, let me raise this up so you can see me. I'm going to try to connect this wire to the end of this probe, pull the probe from inside, try to drag that wiring harness in along with this. So if it goes all the way in, then I can disconnect the old probe from this end and tie it to the new end. And where I'm going to tie it at is, I do not want to connect this wire to this probe because I'm afraid I'm going to damage it if I pull too hard. But fortunately, we have a good, healthy type connector that they have. So what I'll do is, on the one on the camper, I'm going to stick this wire through that hole. And I'll find a way to tie it and tape it so it's nice and, you know, round so it doesn't hook on anything. And then I'll use this on the one in the camper. I'll pull, see if I can't pull the wire through the whole camper and inside. Let me get this hooked up. It sounds like we're going to get rain. I hear thunder. Let me get some of this hooked up. I'll get ready. When I'm done, I'll bring you back. All right, you can tell I took out that top shelf that's in there so we get a better view of what's going on. I have to pull out that little shield right there, unsnap it, and then I'm going to pull this through. Let's see what we can get through. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, we got it. Woohoo! It came through. Hot dog. All right, you seen it. So now what I'll do is I gotta take that all part back. We're gonna retie that all up to the new one. I'll show it to you, and we'll try to pull it back through the other way. Yes. All right, give me a few minutes to get this all changed out, and I'll show you. You're not gonna believe this, guys. I thought of recording this. Gosh darn it. Okay, I pulled the new one through. I ain't going to pull it through again because I'm worried about it damaging something. But I'll bring the camera out to you. I'll show you it. You know, I'm smart at this stuff, but I'm brain dead at pushing the dang record button. Alright, I got it out here. Now I need to untape all of this. And as you see up here, I don't know if you see it, but up here, I taped the other part of that wire to something solid, so I wouldn't pull that wire all the way through. So I can disconnect that also. Here we go. This actually connects right down under there. That's where it connects to. So I'm going to pull out. There's a lot extras. I'm pulling a lot out. Let me go ahead and wrap this around and connect it inside. We are connected. And plug this in electrically. We're plugged in. Alrighty, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the last thermistor, that I'm taping it to this so it doesn't shift around. Let's see. This should go. It goes like that. So the thermistor goes inside here. I'm putting it all the way to the top, and I'm going to tape this bottom so it stays right there. Alright, now we're going to stick it on here like it's supposed to, and I'm going to the top for now. I need to make sure I got plenty of cable. We're all the way up, and I do the same thing that I did with the other one so that doesn't move down. I have one of these alligator clip paper things, and I just clip the bottom so that saves it and keeps it in that one spot. Another thing I got to do is put on this trim, or it stops the cold air leaving and hot air coming in. Put that on. There we go. Okay, so now we're good. Okay, what I got to do now is I'm going to shut the unit off for now, and the reason is I'm going to give it like a 5 or 10 minute stand. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I had that thermistor disconnected while the switch was still on, so I would have it light. So I want to set it for a minute, and then I'll turn everything back on. We're going to close this door. Where's my thermometer? Put that thermometer in there. Alright, we're going to let this set for just a bit. I'm going to turn it all back on again, and I'll see what it is later today, or maybe tomorrow, and we'll turn the camera on and we'll see what happens. Alright, you know what I may try to do also is clean up that tape area that I showed you was folding back, and I have some other tape, and I'm going to retape it while I'm off. Alright, so I'm going to get that done. Alright guys, good morning. Hey, on my refrigerator, I never did do the follow-up on how the refrigerator went. The refrigerator now is cooling down to about 34, 35 degrees. It's doing really good. Everything's functioning properly, so we've got that one handled. Everything looks great. So anyway, we're going to move on. That's project number 2, major project number 2. And we've got at least one more. Really, we got two more we got to do. So I'll bring you along when I get them done. All right, guys. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. And you all have a great day. Thanks. Bye.